Ajua, why don't you tell our viewers exactly what is the National Conference of Black Lawyers doing with respect to the whole reparations movement?
The National Conference of Black Lawyers has been very much involved in the reparations movement since 1987. We had a conference in Boston in which we highlighted the issue of reparations as one of our workshops. Out of that came the call for the development of a major national coalition of black people who were organizing around reparations. So we co-founded the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America along with several other organizations. That was founded in '88.
That's the group in Cobra?
In Cobra, right. And what we've done pretty much is we've acted as a member of that organization. I was national co-chair on behalf of NCBL with Cobra for the first few years of its existence. We now are chairing the Legal Strategies Commission, the commission that is looking at what types of legal strategies can we develop, not only litigation but also advocacy within other forums such as legislative forum.
Now, are you using any tack or any strategy that would target the United Nations as a means of getting our day in court, so to speak, with respect to reparations?
One of the things we've talked about in the Legal Strategies Commission is to approach various UN bodies. One of the difficulties is, in fact, if we were going to try and bring some issue before the UN, in many instances we have to bring it as a nation state. So we need to continue to build our linkages with other countries, such as Nigeria and Ghana and other countries that were in fact victimized by European slave trade and American slave trade, such that perhaps we can develop a strategy together with them to deal with the United States within the UN.
How do you respond to the conservative element that would say, Ajua, black folks in this country have already received their form of redress for slavery through affirmative action?
Well, affirmative action is not reparations. It's not a redress for slavery. Affirmative action was a legal remedy that was developed as a way of addressing the issues of discrimination, the fact that black people were denied because of their color, access to jobs and housing and that kind of thing. So it's not reparations at all. And it, in fact, would be a continued requirement of the United States government that if, in fact, someone is discriminated against because of their race or class, that if a group is in that way is dealt with in that way, that they should, in fact, have some remedy. And in this instance, with black people, it was affirmative action, and with women as well.
Is there anything else that you'd like to expound on that you think is germane that I have not touched on through my question?
Well, I think it's very important that people realize that reparations is something that we must fight for. It's not something that a small group of us have an interest in developing. It's something that adds to the dignity of African peoples in this country. That if we continue to allow the United States government to get away without even a formal apology to us, much less payment of monies due for being enriched by our labor, then in fact, we aren't standing up for ourselves, and we can't. How can we continue to ask that someone else respect us if we don't respect ourselves?
What about some of the young black talent coming out of some of our best, both historical black college universities and mainstream universities? I'm speaking in terms of law schools. Are you getting any support from some of our young people? Oh,
yeah. Reparations movement has a lot of support from all age groups. We have a number of young people that are involved. Many of our Cobra is charged with, chapters are charged with bringing in young people into the chapter. So that, yes, there are young people involved at all levels of our work.
All right, sister. Well, thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.